Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I've got a nice afternoon free, so I'm going to do another little craft kit out of my Advent box, my 12 Days of Christmas box that I got from Stitch Kit. So these are all little Trimmets craft kits, Christmas craft kits, and I've had a lovely time so far. I'm going to do, once I've got them all done, I'm going to do a little montage of the whole lot so I can show you all of them that I made. There's a lovely little collection here. Very satisfying, so satisfying to do, and so lovely to think that next year they'll be put away with all of my other decorations, and they'll come out again next year and I can enjoy them all over again. So today, they're all beautifully wrapped in these lovely Christmas papers with Christmas ribbon and a little tag. So they called it the Advent box, and they also called it the 12 Days of Christmas box, which I keep saying is like two different things to me. I think this would work whether you started it at the beginning of Advent or didn't start it till Christmas Day and did it over the 12 days of Christmas, which are traditionally go up to and including the 5th of January, I believe. So I will probably still have some of these, certainly the cross-stitch ones I've kept to do quietly over the Christmas period. Sort of thing I'll sit and do quietly in the evenings over the Christmas period. It'll be really nice. So I opened them all in one fell swoop and then kind of semi-wrap them up again so I forget what they were. So I've just had a little peek at this one already, and this is a bit different. This is a macrame one, a little macrame Christmas tree, which I'm really looking forward to doing. So one of the other I made one of the previous ones was a macrame gnome. Now I'm not giving out any spoilers here if anybody's got one of these boxes. Each box is different. They're all made up of different mixtures of kits from the Trimmets Christmas craft range. Rachel at Stitch Kit was telling me they kind of brought up the whole range, and so they'll just choose a different selection for each box. So I'm not giving any spoilers. So let's go into this box and see what we've got. I love this first moment of opening up a craft kit box. I just love a craft kit. I'm going to be having more of a look at some of Stitch Kit's normal subscription boxes in the new year. More about that in a minute. So there we go. I do love with these kits that they're very eco-friendly in terms of packaging. Hardly any, if any at all, plastic. I think I've had some plastic, a plastic bag that the felting wool came in for one of the kits. Other than that, it's all paper and card. So that's really good, isn't it? Okay, so we've got green cord. We've got some natural colour string and a bead. That's it for this one. Okay, and the instructions are obviously, it's just nothing. There is no nicer gift than one that gets me crafting. I just love it. You will also need a sewing needle, tape measure and scissors. Okay, I think we can rustle those up. We're going to be using a reverse lark's head knot and a clove hitch knot and a square knot and a wrap knot. Now normally they tell you that you need some kind of a board to pin it into, but maybe I don't this time. Right, start by cutting the 4mm green cotton cord into 235cm pieces, 215cm pieces, 95cm pieces and 75cm pieces, and one 50cm. Okay, I better measure this quite carefully. I don't want to be short of one. I'll cut this bit out and I'll be back when I finish measuring. I'm sure it won't take me very long. Right, I'm all prepped. That's two of each of the sizes that they said, and one 50cm, and I've got a little bit left. So take one of these longest pieces, fold it in half, insert the bead as shown, leaving a loop above the bead of 3 or 4 centimetres. I don't think it's insert the bead, it's more insert into the bead, isn't it? Twist it a bit to make it go through. There we go. 3 or 4 centimetres. That's about right. Take another piece, one of the other longest piece. I might still use, although they're not mentioning using a board, I think I'm going to because it'll stop it slipping. This is just a board that I got. It's meant for like a gym mat or whatever, and you get all these interlocking pieces so it can change the shape. But it's really good for blocking crochet on, so that's what I got it for. But it's good for this too. Right. Take the other piece and make a square knot around the 2 cord ends directly under the bead. Now, I learned the square knot last time. Can I still remember it? When I made the gnome, it was all these square knots, so by the end of it I was doing it really quickly. Right, okay, so that's directly under the bead. Repeat the square knot 3 times. That's it. By the time I get to the end of this project I'll have the hang of that knot, won't I? There we go, it's my 3 square knots. I think it was only 3. It says repeat it 3 times, so is that 3 times all together? It only looks like 3 in that picture. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, spread that out there. Take the 2 pieces of 115 centimetre cord, so that's the next size, and make a reverse lark's head knot on the first left side piece of cord and the last right side piece of cord as shown in the picture. Okay, so it's that and that. Reverse lark's head knot. This is great for attaching yarn to your project. Okay, fold your macrame cord in half. Place the folded cord on the work surface with the loop pointing up and the ends of the cord pointing down. Place the cord you're tying top of the folded cord just above the loop. Pull the loop down over the cord, pull the loop down over the cord, pull the cord's end up to the loop and down to tighten. Okay, I think this is going to be it. Yeah, that looks like it. So that one goes there, and then this second one will go here. Let's pull them nice and tight. This is definitely a bit more complex than the gnome. I did this in the right order. Got my weird green spider going on now. Right, what's next? Take the 2 cord pieces marked number 3 and 6 in the photo. So it's this one and this one. And make a square knot around the middle 2 pieces of cord. Okay, we know the square knot now. Right, make a clove hitch knot. Oh, another new knot. Make a clove hitch knot on the left side from cord number 4 to cord number 1. Clove hitch knot is 2 half hitch knots worked one after the other. So I have to go from number 4 to number 1. Okay. No, that's not right. Okay, I'm going to have to stop recording and Google this. Okay, it's actually really easy. Just needed a bit clearer instruction. So this is this cord that started off as number 4 that I'm taking off towards number 1 is my leading cord. I'm holding that off in the direction I'm going, and then I take each of these one at a time and I'm knotting it around this leading cord. So and it's just really simple. I've got used to going right to left now. It's going to be slightly different going left to right in a minute. It's a 2-part knot, so I just have to do that again. Just loop it up over that leading cord and back through back through the loop like that, and you do that twice for each of the clove hitches. Do one more row of clove hitch knot from cord number 4 to 1. I'm assuming that this becomes number 4 now. Actually, I'm not impressed with the instructions this time, I must say. I'm going to assume I go right to left again and hope that that's okay. I think. Okay, so I'll take my leading cord off there, bring this one up over it, just kind of wrapping it really, and then to complete that knot you go up, over and back through the loop. Again, holding this out in the direction you're going and just pulling this around it. And then you leave this one and move on to the next one. But keep this leading cord always off out to the left, or whichever direction you're working in. One more to complete that stitch. And the last one. I do like it when these little kits get you thinking, get you learning something new. It needs to be a bit of a challenge for it to be satisfying, doesn't it? This has been a bit of a challenge, but not too much so far. So now I've got to do the same thing on the other side. I really hope I've done the right thing there. It looks okay. Right, okay, so yeah, I've got to repeat that on the right hand side now, and then I'm going to bring in 2 more pieces of the cord. So in the same way as I did these other ones. So yeah, well, let's get in the measure of this now. Let's see if I can do this clove hitch backwards. So that's going to be my leading cord, and this has got to be, see, I'm going to struggle now to do this backwards. The trick with this one seems to be to keep, if you keep this pulled out, to make sure that this wraps around that, not the other way round. If I let this pull that one, it's going to go wrong, and I think that's what I did to start with. So I need to keep the tension on this leading cord. That's it. Yeah, okay, feels fairly instinctive now, that, she says. It'll all go horribly wrong now. I'm having a lovely time though. I'm in my element doing things like this. It's something I'm sort of reasonably comfortable doing. It's not too difficult, but I am having to think a little bit and work it out. Just, yeah. And hopefully making something that I will enjoy hanging up at the end of it. Tell you what, next year I'm going to have to get an extra white tree to fit all my decorations on. Okay. It looks okay, doesn't it? I don't know if it looks quite like it does in the picture, but well, no, I've still got to do another row of that. So this will now be my leading cord. Okay. Oh. Oh no, let's drop that one now. Start with this next cord. I don't know if Stitch Kit usually do much in the way of macrame, or if this is just in these Christmas kits. They normally have 6 different needlecraft kind of disciplines. So there's embroidery and patchwork, crochet, and Macrame they do separately, knitting, cross stitch. But anyway, the exciting news is that I'm going to be having a look at trying out some of their subscription kits in the new year. It's very exciting. I can't tell you all about it yet. It's just a little bit of a heads up. There will be some special discount codes just for us as well, which makes it extra exciting. I can't remember what the 6th thing is. There's needle felting kits in this box as well, but I don't know if that's one of their normal things. Oh, I can't remember now. But anyway, I'm going to link to their website so you'll be able to have a look if you're interested. I've got to do this reverse lark's head knot again. And I've got to add these to this piece and this piece. So now we're expanding it out even more, aren't we? So the same way that I did those others just now. Put that loop there, bring it down, bring the ends up through. That's my reverse lark's head knot. So I remembered the square knot pretty much from last time, and this time I've learned 3 more knots. So that's that piece added in. I'm going to add in this piece. Fine. Okay, so they have got these 2 in the middle, and then they've numbered these 5 and 8. So we're going to take cord number 5 and cord number 8 and make a square knot around these middle 2 pieces. So we should be able to do this really easy now. I think I made that the wrong way round again. I think it probably would work either way, but you need to be consistent. So I'm going to make myself do that again. Now make a clove hitch knot on the left side from 6 to 1. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna, this will now become my leading cord, and I'll do that clove hitch knot again. This will be my other leading cord going off that way, and I'll do 2 rows of clove hitch, the same as I did there. And then I'll be adding in the next 2 size pieces. So that's going to be pretty much just repeating the process, and then we will get to a point where that's all done. Yeah, I think once we get to the point here where I'm adding this, the 150 centimetre piece, that's going to be a little bit different. So I'll come back then. I'll carry on and work through this, and I'll come back then, because this is just going to be more of the same now. I'm having a lovely time. I'm moving on a step. It's vaguely Christmas tree shaped, isn't it? So now I've got my last piece, my 50 centimetre piece of cord, folding it in half. And I'm pinning the cord to the board as marked by the arrow. I think it's going here. And then making square knots on cord numbers 8 and 9. I think it's the wrong way around. I think I should be knotting this new one around cords 8 and 9. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yep, okay, let's do that. Yeah. Make a clove hitch knot on the left side from the first cord on the left to cord number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8. So now I'm going to do clove hitches all the way along here. Every time you finish a knot, bring the end inside the next clove hitch knot. So I guess this is going to finish the end off. I'm hoping that will make a bit more sense as I go along, because it isn't at the moment. So that's made the first clove hitch knot. So now I'm going to bring the end inside this next one. Instead of just working around this leading one, I'm also going to work around this one. Let's see. I can't keep them all inside there. Maybe it just gets fatter and fatter. Okay, we'll try that. Let's pull that really tight then. So I'm just taking the whole bundle each time. That whole bundle is becoming the lead cord. Well, I'll soon find out if it's Don't care if it's right or wrong as long as it looks okay. I guess you could trim them off as you go as well, so there'd be less bulk, but it looks like you want a nice big tassel to finish it off with, so I think it's going to be okay actually if I pull it really tightly each time. Nearly there on this side. Go. Right, so now I'm going to do the same on the other side, coming in this way, and then we'll be binding the whole lot together to create this little tassel. Okay, that seems to have worked out fine. Slightly wonky shaped Christmas tree, but you know, and I feel like it doesn't quite have the pattern that you're seeing in the picture, so maybe I've done something skew with there, but it's Christmas tree shaped, is fine. And I'm having a lovely time. So the last thing is to do a little wrap knot around here. Now wrap knots I already know, and I make a loop like this, hold it there, and then start wrapping. I'm going to leave this free end here and start wrapping from here up towards the loop. Put it down a little bit on it quite tightly. I don't know how much cord I've got to play with here. Just keep wrapping till I've nearly used it all up, and then I'm going to put the end through the loop, and then pull on this other loose end that I left, and that will tighten up the loop and pull it through, take that end with it and pull them both inside underneath my wraps. So it should all be all nice and secure there now, and then I can snip the ends off. Well, that's not looking bad. Yeah, I think maybe I pulled these up too tightly. I didn't leave enough space between my rows of clove hitches. That's the only difference really, there's these spaces between. But I learnt 3 new knots. There are 2 new ones. I knew the wrap knot already, I knew the square knot already, and then I've got to cut these all off the same size. I mean, they've made a beautiful tassel out of that. Some of these are quite short, so I guess I'm going to have to cut them all to the shortest length really. This will all go in my oats jar, and then I can twizzle all these apart and give them a good brush and create a really nice tassel out of them. And I could, if I wanted to, because you know I always like to put my own spin on these things, I could add some little extra beads to this to look like baubles on the tree. That could be fun, especially as it would also disguise the fact that my pattern's not as regular as it could be. Well, I'm going to keep doing this. I'll be back in a moment. Here we go, and I'm done. I think I might still add some beads to it, apart from anything else, to just disguise the fact it's a bit lumpy where it shouldn't be, and that the pattern isn't perfect. But you know, that'll look fun hanging up on my tree. I think, especially once it's got some nice bright red beads or gold beads on it or something, that'll look really cute. And in amongst all of the others, it'll be lovely. And I've learnt some new knots and a new technique. Yeah, that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I really chilled out doing it. And that's, you know, a main part of the point of these craft kits for me. You have fun doing it, you chill out, you learn something new. Hopefully you end up with something pretty at the end of it, sometimes more than others. I'm going to carry on and do some more of these over the next few days and finish them off over Christmas, because after Christmas, hopefully in the first week of January, I shall be looking at one of Stitch Kit's subscription boxes. Very excited about it. Don't know all the details yet, so I can't tell you, but I'm just so excited. Their subscription boxes are fantastic. The couple that I've tried already, what you get for the money, I was just so impressed with. The fact that they make each one up for each individual customer. It's just like really unusual, isn't it? And there are going to be special discount codes for us as well. So yeah, if you're interested in that, they do I ought to find out what the 6 different disciplines are. Hang on. Okay, so they're crochet, amigurumi, which they do as a separate thing, or macrame is one of the disciplines, sewing and patchwork, knitting, and cross stitch and embroidery. Very excited to have a closer look at some of them in the new year, as well as all the other plans I've got for the new year. I've got so many plans. I've had to start using Trello, which is like a kind of a online digital way planner kind of thing, to keep all of my ideas in some kind of order. Okay, that's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed that little chill out crafting session with me. Not sure when this will be going out, but if I don't see you before, have a happy Christmas. We will be going live for a brief version of Whip and Waffle Wednesday on Christmas Day from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. UK time, just to say hello, happy Christmas, probably play a game or something, and really just to say hello, because a few people did say they would enjoy that. And Tom and I are here anyway, so yeah, I'll get the dinner on, then we'll come and stream for an hour, and then we'll go and finish the dinner off after. Really looking forward to it. Totally understand that a lot of people have something better to do on Christmas Day, but if you would like to join us, you'd be very welcome. Other than that, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.